Lasso.
Lasso.
We're rolling into Dallas, folks. It's day 2 of Dallas Fort Worth.
No, we're riding.
We're riding. We're galloping.
We're riding
into that sunset or sunrise here at Dickies Arena.
Man.
Day 1 of the morning show. Matt's what?
Yeah, no, just folks, hang on to your hats. We have quite a show in store. And welcome to Mecum in the Morning, episode 66. And Brian, we're in Texas, but at a new home.
I know. Tell us all about it later.
I sure will. Sure will. We are here in Fort Worth, and man, we've got a couple great days of auction action ahead. The auction started yesterday. Of course, today is just day 1 of Mecum in the Morning, but it's already been going on.
And what we wanted to do, folks, is we wanted you guys to be able to focus on the auction yesterday, so we didn't have our show yesterday. We were really, just excited about the new home. So we said, we'll just wait till day 2 to kick off Mecum in the Morning.
Absolutely. And
it's all about you, fans.
It's all about you. And we are here at the Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, this beautiful facility. And Brown, we have been coming to Dallas for over 10 years, but we've always been in Dallas at the K. Bailey Hutchison Convention Center.
That's a lot to say.
It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. The KBH Center. Yeah. Maybe we can shorten it.
But it's no longer there. I hear that it's being torn down, and that's why we had to find a new home, Matt.
So we are here just across town in Fort Worth, and we're so excited to be at the Dickies Arena. And I think it's a neat experience walking around. It's got a different vibe, still very much Texas, but just a little bit same energy.
Same energy.
Same energy.
Actually, I really like. I was talking to some of the people on the block yesterday. How good the setup looks in the actual arena. If we could just take that and transplant that and bring that to the new places, it just looks great.
Okay. Yeah. So Dickies Arena, can you guys make a mobile version? Can we just take it with us?
I'm putting it out there. The design for this arena works really well. Our fans, customers, bidders, everybody seemed to be enjoying it yesterday. And for Wednesday, it had a pretty good flow of traffic. I think people are excited about us being here.
They are. And the Gold Lounge is super cool here. Alyssa and I were up there yesterday producing some content.
Oh, were you? Is that where you're producing content?
Producing content.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it's a great bird's eye view of everything going on. So I agree. Brianna, this is a great setup, and it really works well for what we're doing.
Well, let's talk about what's going down today, Matt.
Let's talk about what is going down today, what is crossing the block. We've got 59 pieces of road art, 333 great collector vehicles, and that includes 2 collections. We have 5 collections total here this week. We're going to get into some of those, but we are really excited to be here. And as always, we have a event exclusive tee.
You took my cue, and I said, but also what we have here is our beautiful event tee with a really cool truck on the back. Our team worked really well with our partner Legends to come up with something that we felt was very Texas and very Americana at the same time. And of course, Matt and I had to comp our shirts already, but there's other great stuff, including maybe a white lightning. Maybe they'll find a white lightning, and we covered that at Indy Fall Special.
We did, yep. Yeah. There in the Johnny Lightning, the die cast. You can see some of the great motorcycle shirts. I know we're here in Texas, and I know, but a lot of the conversation's already been about January, and even not just Kissimmee, but the motorcycle auction. I know there's a lot of excitement in the next couple months.
The great thing is for Las Vegas motorcycles, we're already filling up fast. There's so few spots left. So if you are thinking about, consigning a motorcycle, I would say get that in the next week or 2, because it's going to be a crazy time. I think we already have 1,600 motorcycles for consignment, and we're still a couple months out. So don't wait. Don't hesitate. Get those consignments at now, or you're going to lose your chance. You have to wait up for next year.
Yeah. And I just would like the record to show that I do have the new tee on.
Well, Matt, I have one of our new hats on. So do you want an award?
Oh, man. But this hat is not in the merch. This is
it's not, but
it's
mine
not.
Is.
But I get a lot of compliments on it, Brianna.
You do. I love when you go into Cowboy Matt, and it kind of is fitting. We're in Texas, and tomorrow's Halloween. And I heard through the grapevine that our dear Kayla Smith that does communications for us here at Mecum picked out our outfits, so we're going to be wearing those tomorrow. And we have no idea, folks, what Kayla ordered us. We trust that she's not going to make us look more of a fool than we usually look. But I'm a little worried. I did lose sleep. I'll probably lose some sleep tonight as well. So prepare for whatever we don't know.
And tomorrow is Halloween, and come spend it with us at Mecum Auctions.
Yeah. Wear your costume, and maybe you'll get a plug on the morning show on Saturday if you show up in costume. Maybe Matt and Alyssa will follow you around and put you right here on the tube.
Oh man, Brian. Well, we are covering quite a lot of topics. We're here in Texas. We're talking about Vegas. We're talking about Florida. Let's also take a little trip down memory lane and head back to where Mecum Auctions was last, which was Indianapolis for our first fall special. You know, that auction continues to build with momentum and excitement. And in case you were not there or didn't catch our TV coverage of it, here's a little bit about what you missed.
Mecum's Fall Special returned once again to Indianapolis, being held at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. While we were here, I took a deep dive into some very unique Amphi cars, got the download on a one-of-a-kind Camaro Custom. Bree and I scored some rare finds in the Mecum merch, and we checked in with the crowd to see what they would do. Robert, if you were building a vehicle, would you keep it stock or modified?
I would keep it stock. Kind of depends. If it was broken before, then yeah, I probably would modify it.
You know, 6-cylinder car or a low V8 car, then go ahead and modify it. If it has a special engine in it, go ahead and keep it, go back to stock.
I'm totally different. I'm all about original. My favorite cars are 1970 C10 trucks. Every one of them has the original engines, except for the one I bought here yesterday, and it's got an LS swap.
Can you tell me more about the truck you bought here?
Yeah, yesterday I bought a 1967 C10. Now that truck's an LS swap. The sale was fantastic. The price was a fair price, and really felt like I picked it up right. So
Was this your first Mecum purchase?
no, I go to Mecum constantly. Probably been to 15 or 20 Mecums, and this is about probably the 15th truck I've bought from them, and had good success. Every truck I've bought from them has been just the way that it should be. No hidden problems, no nothing. So,
What is it about the C10 that you like so much?
well, I'm an old man. So in high school, my dad drug one from a junkyard. We got it running, and that's what I went to school in, was an old junkyard C10 truck. I sold it back about 15 years ago, and I've looked everywhere for it. So listen, if anybody has a 1969 camper special that used to be red and white that came from California, I'm your guy. So
We'll keep an eye out. Maybe I'll show up here at a Mecum auction. If you missed out, be sure to join us in May for the Spring Classic. We'll see you there.
I like that guy's style. C10 is just a classic, fantastic pickup truck. And we've got lots of pickup trucks here in Dallas.
We do, Brown. We had a lot in Indianapolis, and I think we've got even more here in Texas. Trucks just continue to reign king.
Yeah,
As what
especially
collectors
like
want.
those older models. There's just something about them, like the personalities that come with them. I used to name older pickup trucks and give them personalities, especially like with some of like the customs that we have here. You know, Truck Rodeo, our friend at Truck Rodeo covered some of the selection of trucks that we have here, and I was having a little bit of fun with it on his Instagram. But before we move back to our next package, or till we move on from Indy, great friend of ours, Rut, he bought a car. It was a very interesting process. He was finally not too shy to raise his hand and bid, and I think, Matt, you kind of covered what he got, right?
I sure did. Take a look.
One of the things that stands out about the team here at Mecum Auctions is that we're genuine car enthusiasts. Case in point is this Mercedes-Benz E63 AMG S Wagon that sold here at Mecum's Indy Fall Special, and it sold to none other than Rutledge Wood, one of our great TV commentators on ESPN Plus. And it's a hot hauler with a 5.5 liter twin turbocharged V8 under the hood, putting out 577 horsepower and carbon ceramic disc brakes. As a huge station wagon enthusiast myself, I think this is one awesome ride. Congrats, Rut, and I can't wait for that invite to join you on a cross-country road trip.
So it's funny, before you saw Rut and I talking this morning, everyone was stopping to ask him, like, hey, did the car make it home? Did you have fun with it? He loves it. Originally, he said he was buying it for his daughter, and he thought it'd be a really safe car for his daughter. And he said when he left Indy, he drove to D.C., and then from D.C., picked up a friend, and then they cannonballed it back to Georgia. But he realized that maybe the car's a little too fast for his, teenage daughter, so he's keeping it.
Wow.
Didn't he tell you about that vanity plate?
He did. So Rut talked about how he really likes to add vanity plates to his vehicles. And I think he said he added 3 stacks.
3 stacks.
3 stacks to this one.
So what does that mean, Matt?
I took it to mean that he's a huge pancake enthusiast.
We're just gonna go with that, folks, but that's not the truth.
If you know, drop a comment. But until I hear otherwise, I'm just going to think that he loves Waffle House, as anyone should. As anyone should. But hey, congrats to Rut on the purchase. It's a very cool wagon. And yeah, my phone has not rung for that cross-country road trip invite, so feel free to...
Well, he's here, so maybe we
He's
should
here.
just corner him and ask him for a ride.
Let's do it.
Maybe like the rides that we took when we were just in Canada.
Yeah, we sure were, Brian. You and I headed to the far western edge of Canada to spotlight a very special collection that's crossing the block here in Texas.
If it has horsepower, it needs to be used, period.
It's lights, camera, and auction action.
Mecum comes to Hollywood. We're at Maple Ridge, British Columbia, to see very cool cars in the TK Performance Collection that are all selling at no reserve at Mecum Dallas, Fort Worth. I'm Bill Stevens.
And I'm Matt Avery, and today we're taking a close look at this unique group of star-studded rides seen in some recent film and streaming productions. These cars all belong to Tom Katinic, a seasoned picture car coordinator based in Vancouver, Canada, a major hub of all kinds of production.
Started doing picture cars about 15 years ago. We built up a collection of almost 400 vehicles, and these are some of the ones that were my favorites. This all started when I was very young. Dirt bikes, motorcycles, cars, obsession with power. I was always building race cars or messing around with some sort of performance, whether it was nitrous, superchargers, or turbos. And then I ended up falling into the film industry, and then it just kind of exploded from there. It's a really unique group of vehicles, and it's very rare that I have them all out at once, so I'm really excited to take you guys over and show you the cars.
We had such a fun time. Not only were we in beautiful British Columbia, in Maple Ridge, but just the cars that are selling here at Dallas, but also all of the other cars we got to play in and around. And Tom and Jason were just really great hosts.
Yeah, and as you saw at the end of that package, if you do want to see that full TV package that me and Bill put together, you can head over to Mecum's YouTube channel. You can see the full collection there. And it's really important to note, Brian, about the connection of why those cars have been seen in streaming services and movies coming from Canada is Vancouver's a very vibrant hub of production.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people think of only of Hollywood, but of course, Vancouver is quickly becoming a major center for that kind of feature production. And Tom in his shop is really close by. And even as we were there for a couple of days, his trucks were carrying vehicles to and from set nonstop.
We had to keep moving the cars that we were shooting out of the way because it was like we were in the middle of the city with business and traffic everywhere.
Yeah, his team was actively providing vehicles that were going to set to be seen on screen. And so it makes sense why this group of vehicles have been seen in productions. One of them was Firefly Lane with Katherine Heigl, that Carmen Gia. And then one of the standouts, I think, is that...
Your favorite, I think.
My favorite, and I think also Tom's as well, because I know...
Because you didn't get to drive that.
I didn't get to drive.
You did not get to drive that
No,
one.
Tom was a little... And I get it. It's a very special Shelby Super Snake. This was seen in 2 different films. It was seen in The Interview with James Franco, Seth Rogen, and Randall Park. I gotta say, I think that movie still holds up around, even though it's been out for a while now. And people are wondering, they're like, where is it seen? It's in that, as I call it, the battle tank scene when James Franco and Randall Park, he's showing off his collection. He opens up the garage door and the lights come on. You can see the Shelby there. And then it was also seen in Deadpool 2, of course, with Ryan Reynolds and Josh Brolin. But really neat, one of 100 Super Snakes sent to Canada, and then one of 15 modified by this motorsports group. So a lot of power, a lot of performance, and of course that movie pedigree.
I have to say, I knew you were going to like that car the best. I'm quickly becoming an El Camino fan. It is just, I need one. I need to put some dirt bikes in the back of them. I just need to cruise around. But they were so much fun because we were down on people, so I got to move some of the cars and drive them, a millimeter this way or a millimeter that way. But it was really cool, especially, for some of the cars from Bad Times at El Royale, just reenacting the movie scenes in my head while I was in the Studebaker and everything. It was just It's really cool. It's really cool to have like parts of movie history and then be able to offer them here on the block. If you're a fan of a movie, you never know what car from that movie is going to come out and be up for sale. And we do typically sell a good amount of movie cars here at Mecum.
Yeah, we do. And Tom's collection is fantastic. You can find it here. It's crossing the block later this week.
And the Super Snake is actually down here in staging, so you don't have to go to the garages to view it. It's got a good spot right by the staging lanes.
It does. It's super close to us, and I was over there yesterday, probably over there again today.
Were you making driving sounds?
I wasn't, but now I will be. So
I feel like he was, folks.
all right, well, Brian, speaking of some other high-profile cars near us,
Oh man, the Bachmann collection. What a beautiful collection of 46 Ferraris and 2 Alphas. We spent a lot of time down in Tennessee over the last couple weeks preparing to announce it, and everything's live. We've got a great landing page that the team back home put together, but let's check it out. Okay, so that was just a very quick snapshot. Phil and Martha Bachmann spent years, starting in 1984, collecting Ferraris. He was at a car show in Washington, D.C., and he saw a Ferrari, and he said, I want this, but I want it in yellow. He found it in yellow. He purchased a beautiful Ferrari, and then amassed one of the most amazing collections of Ferraris that I've ever seen. Through the years, he was able to establish a really good relationship with Ferrari, and he was able to customize them. His favorite thing was yellow. So most of the Ferraris in his collection are not Bachmann yellow, but that's what we refer to it as, and I'm sure Ferrari wouldn't like that very much. But most of the cars are either yellow, or they have a very low mileage, which is crazy for Ferraris, or they were the last in the production line, either the last in overall production line or the last for the production line for the U.S. Here with us this week, we've got 2 LaFerraris, which are the only 2 LaFerraris in the collection, but that's still pretty cool because LaFerraris are pretty hard to come by. We have an Aperta and we have a Coupe. You can come check it out. Obviously, you can't get them. We have a nice glass enclosure, but that whole collection, including a bunch of Ferrari memorabilia, is going to be our headline collection at Kissimmee this year, and it is just amazing to see the care and the condition that these Ferraris have been taken care of over the last 40 years, Matt.
yeah, it's a world-class group, Brian, like you said, of some of the hardest to get Ferraris, and coming from one of the most well-known collections of this group of vehicles. It's very exciting to have them here in Texas.
It is.
And it just kind of also shows, Brian, about when you come out to an event, to an auction, it's not just about what's going on there. It's also about seeing what's coming up. It's just great to see stuff here that is going to be crossing the block months down the road.
Some really cool tidbits about some of the pieces that are also in this collection, and we keep seeing a flash on the screen, is the FXX. And important to note, if you're a Ferrari fan, or if you're a supercar fan, is the FXX is only meant to drive on the racetrack, so it's not street legal. And I was just telling Matt a story when we were watching the original package. Is the sound of an FXX in the morning as the sun is rising in the Tennessee mountains. There's nothing better than that. It's just absolutely amazing. They have 2 Dinos, 2 really nice Dinos for sale. One is the Chairs and Flares edition. Do you know what that means? Do I get to school you on something, Matt?
Fill me in, Brian.
Oh, man. So the flares are the fender flares on a Dino. And then the chairs are a specific kind of chair that is made for the Dinos. So we have one of the Dinos in the collection is a Chairs and Flares, and that's the red one. And then my personal favorite is a brown Dino. And I didn't even know that they made Dinos in brown, but they do. And it's absolutely gorgeous, meticulous condition. They have a Testarossa. They have the original Ferrari supercar, which is the 288 GTO. I mean, he had the best of the best. And when Phil and Martha were amassing this collection, they really took into consideration, what grouping they would, be in, and if the color combo. And sometimes he would hold out for years waiting for one to come available from a former owner. He also had some of the older ones fully restored and in perfect condition. That 67 alloy is just absolutely amazing. I'm quickly becoming a super fan of supercars and Ferraris.
Chairs and flares. There you go. There's your knowledge.
But did you not know that? Did I actually teach you a car fact today?
It rings the bell, but I did
feel
not
like
know it offhand.
yeah, I'm
So-
very excited, folks. I am now the car girl, and Matt's the fun one.
Well, man, as you can tell, we're very excited for what's in store down the road. But of course, there is so much going on today here in Fort Worth. Come out and join us. There's a lot going on. And of course, wherever you're watching from, drop us a comment. Let us know. Where are you? Are you in Texas? Are you
If you're in Texas,
Australia?
why aren't you here?
Right. I was going to say, if you're in Australia, crikey.
Oh,
You
no,
should probably be
it's,
in bed.
it's back, folks. Matt's bad.
Oh, man. Matt's, yeah, it's a regular segment that everyone enjoys. But drop us a comment. And also, let us know if you're going to be coming out and spending Halloween with us tomorrow. That's going to be going on. The Kids Adventure Zone is also here.
It
Brittany.
is. I'm very excited. Apparently, it was really busy yesterday. So
It was
a
hopping
Wednesday
yesterday.
in the Adventure Zone. Did you go play and do any activities?
I did. I sure did.
Well, I was busy working, Matt.
I was trick-or-treating over there, getting a little head start. So, but of course, it is a great spot to bring the whole family today, tomorrow, and Saturday as well. Thanks for joining us. Live TV coverage starts today at noon Eastern.
Yep.
And we'll see you here tomorrow for episode 2 of Mecum in the Morning from Fort Worth.
Later.